Hi everyone, and welcome to Trades of the Week with myself. And yeah, it's myself. It's only me today, and today I'm going to take you through a lot of very exciting news. Number one is Sam Bankman-Fried. Is he being the founder of FTX, and is he being arrested, and what is happening with that? And also, will Binance be the next exchange to close down its doors, and what will that mean for the crypto market? Well, today you will find out. But not only that, we'll be speaking about why Cathie Woods has a 5-year time horizon and why she's not worried about the economy. In today's episode, you will be finding out all of that and also our top picks for 2023. Now, before we get started, I have a really important announcement to make. So we actually have a giveaway. So if you are looking to make 50% a year on the stock market with just 20 minutes a day in just 6 months, well, then you have come to the right place. Because if you're looking for those kind of results, then you need to participate in our giveaway. We have a giveaway where 3 lucky drawers or 3 lucky people have the opportunity to win a 1-year free membership to your trading club. Where we will show you all the ins and outs of the stock market and how you can make consistent profits over time. And this is a total value of £10,586 with everything that is included, and which is going to be awesome. So the only way for you to participate is to press the link below so you can join in and make sure you claim one of those 3 spots that we have open. Now, that could be an amazing Christmas present for yourself or for someone in your family. You have nothing to lose. Make sure you join in and claim your spot today. So let's dive into it. So the first thing I want to do is to jump into here the stock market and what is happening. Now, before we jump into the news, let's have a recap of what's happening with the current stocks we're in. So last week, we actually put a stop loss on SEDG on 3% profit. Now, it hasn't really moved after that, actually. So we're keeping the stop loss at 3%. It's currently up, which you can see down here, 3.82%, which is awesome. And this is on the entire portfolio, of course. So what we're looking at here is hopefully it will carry on up. So as soon as it is at 4%, we're going to drive this up a bit closer underneath the price. That's the first one. The second one is KRP. This is a no trade as we had last week. And we put this in and it just kept going down. So we had a loss on that last week as well. So we're going to be removing this at the moment. So that's a boo, right? That was from last week. So just to show you what happened. And with ESPR, we had something very strange happening. And this happens sometimes in your favor, sometimes against you. But we were lucky here. So it just gapped up, took us out at a 3% profit, which is awesome. And then it went all the way back down and then to the stop loss. So either it would have been a break-even trade, or if you caught it, could have been a 3% as well. That's why it's so important that if you can't watch the computer all day, that you have a stop loss and a take profit in place. So that's a move, right? We have taken 3% profit here, which is amazing. And not much to report with AB. We're a bit in profit on this one. Not time to move the stop loss just yet. AVNS is hovering in a little bit of a loss here. So that's Avocado, what is that? Avocado, Victor, Nancy, and Sierra. And what you can do with this is, of course, you could say, all right, so I'm actually able to get in at a better price than Dennis and Marcus and Investment Mastery, and that would be correct. So I still like the looks of this. It's still hovering around the resistance levels. I think there's a good potential for this to go lower. And as with GOOD, we're canceling this trade just because it has gone above. It just carried on going up, and it's not touching the support line anymore or resistance line. So we're canceling this and taking this out. And before we dive into the 2 new ones for this week, I have some really exciting news. Now, this week, the markets will be all over the place. I'm going to really summarize this in a short amount of time. So what we're seeing basically is that the consumer index is going up a little bit, which basically means that consumers are spending more. But that being said, you also have the CPI numbers coming out and inflation numbers this week. And Mr. Powell, I would think it was 4 years ago when they had a similar situation. What happened was that during Christmas, the market plummeted 10% just because he rose interest rates. So everyone's expecting a 0.5 points or 0.5% interest rate hike, but who knows what's going to happen, right? He has surprises before, and we can't really put our finger on him because he gives very mixed messages. So we'll see if they're going to kind of crash the economy and bring it down even more, or what the rest speaks to. If you look at the 10-year bond as well, 10-year yield bond, then that points to as well, it's fallen 19% or so in a couple of days and weeks, and usually they do need to pivot quite soon, it seems, if they don't want to bring down the economy further. So we'll see what's going to happen, but really the message this week is really mixed messages all across the board. No one knows what's happening, obviously, which is why we need to be hedged. But that being said, there are some really cool news that I'm going to share with you in just a moment as well when it comes to Cathie Woods as an example. So we're going to go into that in just a moment. But in order for us to be hedged, we're entering root. It's still touching the support line. So I think this could be a good one. We could have wicked down below, and wicked means it went down to all the way down here and then up again. So that's a wick, the black thing we're seeing there. And it's currently on the horizontal support as well. So I think it could be viable to put your stop loss just below that. I think that could be very interesting. So the rules are, as long as it's still touching the third bounce, we can enter, and we have a good reward risk ratio, which in this scenario we do have. So let us see what's going to happen with this one. And the second one is IRM. IRM is Iron Mountain Incorporated in Delaware. And we have a good, more than a 3-to-1, I have 4-to-1 on this, which is what we are looking for. More than 3-to-1. And you can see that we can do our calculations here for entry on the previous candles here that was touching, because you might say, well, Dennis, it's not touching anymore, is it? Then you would be correct that it's not touching. But as you can see, that if you look at the previous candles that we have, if I zoom in a bit, this candle here on the 22nd or the 7th of December, sorry, then we could have gone, but we could have entered a bit below that there, which is what we're aiming to do now. So we're putting the order based on that candle with the stop loss above. So I think this could be a very exciting opportunity as well. So that's IRM. Now, I want to say this to you as well. I want to ask you a couple of questions. But first and foremost, Merry Christmas, right? We're getting close. And I think this is actually the last trades of the week we have for this season. And then we're going to come back to you early January as well. So just so you know, it's going to be the last, but we're going to keep updating you on social media if stuff is happening, and in the Investment Mastery Facebook group, the IM Insider. So you'll be the first to know. But we'll get back to you as soon as we can in the beginning of January. So stay tuned for that as well. But now comment below, what are you doing in this environment? Do you feel confused? Like, is market going everywhere? Do you feel quite certain on your strategy and what you can do? So let me know below. That would be very exciting to hear. Now, if we jump over to the crypto market, there are quite a few pieces of news here, but besides from that, there's not that much to report. The market is quite boring, actually. And speaking about boring, I want to ask you a question here. Do you have patience? Do you feel you can wait? Now, the investors that can wait will be rewarded. Most people cannot. So patience is key. Patience is a virtue of the successful investors. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to enjoy Christmas and wait for the price to give you a direction. Sometimes that is the best thing you can do. And the thing is, right, that it will move when no one expects it. That's when it's going to move. Most people get bored now and they sell. They take their losses and they sell. And that is not what we want to do. We want to make sure that we are in control of our emotions and that we follow a strategy. Now, remember, I'm going to get back to Cathie Woods here. Her strategy, she says, so I met her at this tech conference, and she said that, her portfolio is down. We can look at it quickly, but ARK Investments, what you'll be able to see here, ARK Innovation, here you go. ARK Innovation ETF, as you can see, is down. We spoke about this in another trade of the week as well, but it's down roughly 77%. Now, she said, I'm not worried, right? We've been getting into our positions. We've been averaging into our positions because this is a strategy. Our investors knows this is the strategy we're using. It's a 5-year plan. We're not in this to get rich quick. We will do really well over 5 years. And that's what she said, right? And who can argue against that? If she said we're looking to get rich within the next 2 days, yeah, then she would be in trouble, but she doesn't. And it's the same for us. So even if we look at Bitcoin, you might say, well, all your strategy is done, then is they're in minus, especially the CCA and small cap. And you would be right, but it's okay, because our strategies are from months to years. And previously, we've been really lucky because it's really been months, maximum weeks to months, that we've been in a position before we sold. But now, on the other hand, now it's years. Now we might be in for a couple of years. But that is the life of trading and investing. And believe me when I say we're going to reap probably the biggest rewards of our life after this. And just because that is the rhythm of it. Last bull market, we 10x our portfolio, and I think we can do the same this. And that is worth waiting for. So don't give up, keep going, and let us know how we can support you. Now, the question, of course, is, and comment below, what is your strategy? Because if you have a strategy that tells you that you can wait, perfect. But if you don't, you might be in trouble. And if you don't have a strategy at all, well, then that's going to be really hard to beat the market. Now, there's a couple of points here for the crypto market as well. And number one is that Starbucks have actually started a partnership with Polygon. Now, other than Polygon, so Polygon is one, or Matic as the ticker is called, is one I want to take a closer look at. It's really not down that well. It's down quite a bit from the high, but it's really been quite strong, even though Bitcoin Ethereum has gone down. And they've just reported partnership after partnership, and the latest one being with Starbucks. Now, they're gonna be partnered with Starbucks to create their Odyssey program, or their loyalty program, which they're launching in a beta phase on Polygon because it's faster, it's better, and the current systems we have today. And they will Starbucks will reward their members, and they will be able to buy and sell NFTs through the market as well, which is awesome. They're all getting involved. So the question is, are you? It's all happening, and we just waiting for the ride. That's going to be really, really good, I think. And then, as I said before, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's been actually arrested now, according to CNBC. We'll see how that plays out, or CNN and Reuters as well. And that is good, right? If you're taking all the bad players out of the market, and we'll see how that develops. But that being said, we also have Binance. They've actually also being investigated, presumably for money laundering. And only that, they've actually also have done an audit. They don't need to, but the investors and the market is not very happy with the audit they made. An audit works that they show their balance sheet. This is how much money we had, and they basically just reported 3 numbers, which could have been made up to some extent. So it's not really painting the whole picture, and investors are waiting for this to actually be more clear. So the message here is, do we think Binance will go under? No, of course not. We don't. We think they have more money than necessary. However, I think it's crucial to say, and this is very important as well, it's crucial to say that we are still really taking our money off exchanges into wallets, and that is the message we have. We don't hope Binance will go under, because if they do, the whole market will go down quite a bit, and we don't want that. They are the biggest player in the crypto market, and we would like them to stay, obviously, but we want to be safe as well. So we are keeping our money off the exchanges, all our cryptos, just so you know. So this is it, right? What happens in the market as well is that people get bored at the moment. And this is exactly what the big whales and players want you to be. They want you to be bored. They want you to sell so they can buy. That's how it works. And that's exactly where we come in with a strategy. We're going to be buying as well. We're going to be following our strategies and averaging in. So comment below. Are you patient? What strategies are you following? I would love to hear, and also, of course, how we can support you. But the crypto I would be buying at this point is definitely like Matic. If you're new in the game, I mean, what an amazing opportunity to come in and buy Matic when it's down 69%. But not only that, I would actually avoid, we have quite big positions in coins such as BNB, But if you're getting in new now, we're not going to sell, we're holding. But if you're getting in new, why take the risk of when these exchange tokens such as crypto.com, such as Binance.com, why take the risk of getting into those when there are other assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Matic that might be even better to get into? So that is a question you might want to ask yourself as well. But those would be the ones I would be avoiding, and I would be getting into the likes of Matic and Polkadot. And that's the thing, right? If we head over to CoinMarketCap, what you will see here is that these are the cryptos that are on so big of a sale now, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. We have Cardano, Matic, Polkadot. These coins would be the ones I would go for in 2023. Why is that? Well, because they're the big platforms, and all the other projects, many of the others, are built on these platforms. So they're a lot safer, a little bit like buying an ETF, but when they're down a lot. Like now would be the time, if you believe in Cathie Woods and what she's doing, now would be the time to buy her ETF. Not when it's at an all-time high, you buy it now when it's down 77%. And I think you'll do really well over the next 5 to 10 years. So even 2 to 5 years even, but who knows? So I think that's really, really crucial to be doing, to really do your research on that. So the one we're looking at is Matic for this week as well, but there's not much to do. The market has really just been going sideways. But into the last point and piece of the puzzle here is to go into the VCAs, and the same story here, really been going slightly down to sideways. But that being said, we've taken 20% profit of Goldman Sachs. There will be a time to put the seeds in the ground and one time to reap the rewards. And now is the time to reap the rewards. So on Goldman Sachs, 20%, that's a moo, right? I mean, I need to practice my moves for sure. And then you have Walmart as well, plus 20%. I'm just going to do a big move at the end. So that's 40% in total. And then the last one is FMC Corporation, plus 15% as well. So that's 55% in total. And comment below, did you get these results as well? That would be amazing to hear, of course. And then when it comes to MasterCards, we have now put our stop loss at plus 15% as well. So we'll see how that develops as well. And we're not really adding any new VCAs this week. We're reaping the rewards, and we're looking out for what could we be investing into over the next few weeks or so. So stay tuned for that. But we have two new buffaloes for you, as you saw as well. We have Root, we have IRM, one long and one short, Matic if you're getting in new. And then in terms of these ones here, I mean, why not take a look at these amazing companies such as Amazon? Really down a lot, minus 38%. I think they could really rally from these levels as well. They're at a longer term support, and they are getting into the crypto market as well. So this could be one we looked at last week that you could be looking at if you're new to this channel as well. Now, before we wrap this up, do make sure that you join our giveaway, where we're giving away three free memberships to your trading clubs. If you're looking to make 50+% a year in the next 6 months with only 20 minutes a day, well, this is your chance. Do it for yourself, do it for your family, and you'll be happy you did. But you do need to make sure you press the link below and follow these steps. And to the results, Buffalo 3%, so we're up again to 63%, and we have the stop loss at 3% on one of the other trades. So could be a good end to the year, so keep an eye on that. VCA has gotten up to 2,061% profits, so that's plus 55% today, so well done for you as well. And last but by no means least, with the cryptos, CCA and small cap, we're down massively on our portfolio because that is our strategy. We are we're putting the seeds in the ground now. We're buying in accordance to our strategies. And then I can promise you that there will be a time to reap the rewards, and we are going to be there when that happens. So with that being said, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed Trades of the Week this week, and I cannot wait to see you after Christmas, after New Year's. So have the time of your life, and remember, patience is key, and let the time do the heavy lifting. So enjoy Christmas, enjoy New Year's, and spend the time working on your trading plan. What actions are you going to take next year? What are you going to put in place to ensure 2023 becomes a success? That is definitely what I'm going to do and what we're doing as well. So with that being said, for myself, the whole team at Investment Mastery, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we cannot wait to see you on next Trades of the Week.